Another big game this Sunday and another London derby as LinkedIn Liam and his Chelsea side come to the Emirates to take on Arsenal. So how's it going to pan out? Here are my predictions for this must-win clash. Agree or disagree? As always, you can let me know in the comments. I'm going to start with this. The Eze revolution continues. Now this guy has had, by all measures, a pretty underwhelming season. He's been in and out of the team. He's been hooked at half-time. He's been hooked after 50, 60 minutes. He's not had a fantastic debut campaign for the Gunners. But there are signs of life. From time to time, he pops up with an incredible performance, and in the North London derby, we saw exactly that. I kind of feel like he was freed up in that game. Mikel is starting to recognise how he can get the best out of Eze, and we saw just what he is capable of. Now that could be because he absolutely hates Tottenham and he's bagged, 5 goals against them this season, but there were signs more than just his hate for Tottenham that we could be on the cusp of something with him. So for that reason, I think the revolution continues. I think we see him start this one. Martin Odegaard has had his difficulties this season as well as Eze, but I think the manager generally prefers him. However, the manager also likes to go with a narrative. He likes to build on momentum, and at the moment, Eze has that momentum. He is up to 7 goals and 6 assists for this campaign. Not bad, but we have to remember that those have been in very concentrated circumstances. Now is the time for him to kick on, and this Sunday in a big clash, because this guy is a big game player, it's going to be his opportunity to shine. I think he starts, and I think he gets the freedom he needs, and I think he performs against this Chelsea side who are having the wobbles of their own. Now, next up, what about this? And we're speaking of revolution, speaking of renaissance, it's Big Vic, and it's going to be another goal. This guy's copped a lot of flack in this campaign, not least from me. I've chipped away at him. I tried to keep the faith, but I freely admit that faith was knocked and has been at several times. However, we are starting to see some signs of life, some signs that this guy is the man that we bought from Sporting Lisbon last season. He's never, as I've said before, he's never going to be a 30 goal a season man. He's not going to bang the sort of numbers that he did in Portugal, because that league, let's be honest, is a bit of a clown league. But he's up to 15 goals in all competitions this season, including 10 in the Premier League. It's not world-beating numbers, but it is not bad, and you can throw 2 assists in the mix to that as well. The mistake Tottenham made was letting him turn. I don't think Chelsea will make that mistake, but if we can get someone closer to Victor, if we can get Eze in there, if we can get Rice closer to him, we can see that this guy can be effective. And I think, having stayed on for the 90 minutes at Tottenham, it's a big vote of confidence in him from the manager. He has turned to Gabriel Jesus at times. He didn't last week. I don't think he does this week either. I think he gives Victor a chance to really build on the sort of momentum that he's gaining now. And I think he's going to terrorise that Chelsea defence. They're going to try and play physical. I think he's going to stand up to it, give him half a sniff, and he can hit from range. My God, that was Aubameyang-esque, that first finish against Tottenham. Let's hope he's getting on a roll. Let's hope he can push on to 20 goals, 25 goals this season, because God knows we're going to need those sort of goals if we're really going to get over the line with Manchester City, 115 FC breathing down our necks. So, the prediction, a Victor goal. Let's pray it happens. Now, last up, my final prediction is this. I'm expecting a feisty affair. I'm expecting a red card. I think the chances are high. And here's why. Chelsea have got an appalling disciplinary record this season. They are up to 6 red cards this term. That's 2 more than anyone else in the league. Rosenior has picked up the same problems that Maresca had. This side are ill-disciplined. They are narky. They are angry. They are like the most jumped up small man syndrome side in the league. And it's no surprise when you've got the likes of Enzo in midfield and you have Caicedo in midfield, both of them angry little men, both of them prolific in their studs up sort of challenges. And I think we're going to see some more of that. I think they're going to try and get physical. I think they're going to try and get narky against Arsenal. And I think they're going to come unstuck, particularly at the Emirates. I think those tactics are not going to work for the Gunners. I think we're going to dominate them. But I would put a high price on seeing a red card as they start to throw their toys out. There's a reason they have the worst disciplinary record and have done for a while. I think it's something the manager of theirs can't control. Try as he might with all of his LinkedIn nonsense, and I think we're going to exploit that man advantage. Now, last up, it's the all-important score prediction. What do you think? What do you make of it? How is this one going to pan out? For me, I think we're on a roll now. We've picked up a little bit of momentum. I think we've put Wolves behind us. I think we're going to be up for this. I think we're going to go at them hard, and I think we're going to make inroads early on. I am going to go with a 3-1 win for Arsenal. Agree? Let me know.